I got asked the other day, RJ, why did you decide to start Titanium University? And the answer is a little bit deeper than most people would anticipate, where it's like, yeah, I want to help people. I want to teach people how to do wholesaling, or just flat out, I want to make a lot of money teaching people how to wholesale, which granted, there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a skill set and you can monetize that to make a lot of money, why wouldn't you? But for me, it goes deeper into the fact that I remember very much where I was in 2014 when I wanted to learn how to do wholesaling, and I wanted to learn more than anything how to just become a real estate investor. And I ended up spending, or we ended up spending, $65,000 to learn how to do wholesaling. Now, our education was very poor, and I even have a video where I go as far to say I was scammed on my $65,000 investment on how to learn to wholesale real estate. But I feel also that based off of what we've been able to accomplish and learn and the skills that we've been able to develop over the past decade of wholesaling, I have a responsibility to give back to people. And honestly, nothing gives me more joy and drives me on a daily basis than people like Scarlet. Scarlet, who just closed her first ever wholesale deal. She joined Titanium University 64 days prior to her first deal closing and funding. Now, what makes this special is the journey of Scarlet joining Titanium University, and from literally the moment of her sales call with my team to the moment of this deal closing, seeing the progression that she made. Justin and Garrett have been on my team for years now. They have stuck with us through thick and thin, and they've done acquisitions and dispositions with me. Justin has been here since going all the way back to the texting days where he was blasting stuff out on batch leads and basically not ever even really talking to sellers. Just everything was done through text message. He's been with us through the TV days and now inside of the PPL era of Titanium. And Garrett has been here for the past 2.5 years. And I love these guys to death. And we transitioned them to now where they do Titanium University sales calls. They pretty much talk to every single person prior to them joining Titanium University. And the day that Scarlet decided to join TU, Justin was on a call with Scarlet, and I was walking by, and I could slightly hear the conversation that Justin was having with Scarlet. And I could tell that she was emotional about the struggles that she had in trying to learn how to wholesale. And so I don't do this very often, but I went over and I asked Justin to give me the headset, and I hopped on, and I had a quick conversation with Scarlet about where she was in her journey. Why was she emotional about this path that she had taken and the lack of results, and why she wanted to do this? And I had a short conversation with her, and I got her inside of Titanium University. And the thing that I love about her path so far is that we've had now close to 500 people join TU. And sometimes people come in and listen, everybody learns differently. Some people come in and they want the course. Some people show up and they attend the daily implementation calls. Other people, they just come in to be a part of the community. And there's not a right or a wrong way to, utilize the resources that are given you. It's what you paid for. Scarlett's one of those types of people that she shows up every single day to the implementation call. She's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She's got her camera on. She interacts. And I love seeing those types of people inside of TU because I can see what is resonating with her and what's not inside of those implementation calls. Well, a couple of weeks ago, she raised her hand, and I kind of given her a hard time because I said, hey, Scarlet, I want a live seller call review. I want to hear you on the phones, and I want to help you be better. So she raised her hand, and she said, listen, I recorded some of my calls yesterday, but I had some tech issues, and you can't really hear me or the seller, so I'm going to do better today. However, I do have a question. I have a seller that's ready to sign a contract right now, but he's elderly and he doesn't have an email to sign the contract. What's the best path for me to take to making sure that I get this contract signed? Because I've done this before and it didn't work out. And so this is what those daily implementation calls are for. Immediate, I have a need. What's the answer? And that's what Cassie and I are there for every single day. And so she brings up this need. And my first question, because almost every time someone asks me a question, I'm going to come back with some follow-up questions to get the context that is needed to give the appropriate answer. And I said, so where's the property located? She said, South Dakota. I said, awesome. This is easy. Danny Herman is going to be the guy that you're going to JV this deal with. Call Danny. His family is going to go get that contract signed. They're going to buy the property from you, and it's a done deal. She kind of gave me this look like, what? And I said, what's wrong? She goes, well, why would I JV with Danny on this? I want to get this under contract, and I want to try to dispo this deal myself. And I love the gung-ho attitude, like, hey, I'm going to go dispo a deal in South Dakota. And I looked at her and I said, Scarlet, here's the deal. Utilize the community that is around you. If I got a deal under contract right now in South Dakota, I would JV with Danny Herman. He has family roots. He's from South Dakota. He knows the end buyers. He knows how to navigate the title companies and all of that. Whereas we don't have to be the experts in how to wholesale real estate in the state of South Dakota. It's not a high volume state. It's never going to be a high volume state. So why try to attempt to be something that we're not? Utilize someone else's strengths and move on to the next deal. So sure enough, she reached out to Danny, and Danny took over from there. Danny's family went out, walked the property, got the contract signed, and bought the deal from her, all inside of the same day as that implementation call. This wasn't like a 2 to 3 day experience, same day as that implementation call. And this was Scarlet's first ever deal. She just made a post inside of the TU group and the free Facebook group, The Vault, yesterday. And I want to read this to you to show the importance of what we are building inside of Titanium University. She said, I finally closed my first deal. After studying wholesaling for over 10 years and never getting a deal across the finish line, I can finally say I did it. Not long after joining Titanium University, I closed my very first deal and it funded yesterday. This one was extra special because it proved to me that I could do this. It broke through the doubt and reminded me that persistence and the right support system make all of the difference. Special shout out to RJ Bates, who recommended I reach out to Danny Herman for dispo. He got the deal assigned in just 9 hours. The community inside TU is unmatched. The support, the wisdom, the accountability, it's exactly what I didn't know I needed. RJ and Cassie pour into this group and it shows. If you're on the fence about joining, just know this. If you put in the work, the results will come. Here's the many more deals ahead. Now, I want to talk about some of the things that Scarlet shared there. She has been trying to wholesale for a decade. Now, what I've learned about Scarlet is this has nothing to do with her inability to wholesale or her inability to listen or implement what is taught to her. It was the fact that she was given lack of information or poor information by other people inside of this industry. Because what we have given her, she has gone out and she has implemented, and now we have the proof of concept. I expect Scarlet to have many more deals over the coming months because of this now one single deal, giving her that confidence that she needs. She leveraged the people inside of Titanium University to help her get that deal across. This is what you're getting. It's not, I say this all the time, Titanium University is not about education. The education is needed, but I could have taught her everything that I could possibly give her about acquisitions, lead generation, transaction coordination, and dispositions, but that deal still would not have gone down as smoothly as it did without leveraging the surrounding people inside of the TU community. And because of that, she was able to get a deal across the finish line in one of the most difficult states to wholesale in, South Dakota. So I look at this and I am so proud of Scarlet. I'm so proud of her not giving up on her dream of wholesaling and creating a wholesaling business. And also giving us the opportunity. When I asked her, I said, I know that you've been burned in the past, and I know that it didn't work. But if you can trust what we give you, and we'll show up every single day, and if you show up every day and you implement it, just like she said, if you show up and you put in the work, results will come. That's all I ask from every single person that ever joins Titanium University. Show up and give us the opportunity to show you how you can create the reality that you want with wholesaling. But it does require work, and it's not easy. In her case, it took her 64 days after joining Titanium University to get her first deal closed and funded. Not a signed contract and we're going to hope that it gets disposed. No, money went into her bank account. 64 days. It took her a decade to get to the point of finding us. If you're in a position right now where you're trying to decide, what am I going to do to get my first deal or get consistent results inside my wholesaling business, stop waiting. Titanium University is the place that can provide that, because not solely because what Cassie and I bring or this secret sauce that we're going to give you, because we give all of that away for free. We give all of that away on YouTube, inside of our Facebook groups, on this podcast, whatever it is that you're listening to right now, we give the education away for free. It's about that daily implementation, that support system that you need. What Scarlet said right there, I can promise you, RJ and Cassie are going to pour into you every single day. That's what gets you results. I am not here to pass you off to someone else in my organization hoping that they can help you. No, my passion is here to be the one that helps you, to show you everything that I've learned over the past decade, because I want you to be the next success story like the Scarlets and the Brett Poes and the Galens and the JWs and everyone else that's come in to Titanium University that we've helped change their business. And we will continue to show up for those people and you if you make the same decision. So today I wanted to come on here and I wanted to say congratulations, Scarlet. I am so extremely proud of you for sticking with your dream and giving us the opportunity to make that a reality. I cannot wait to continue to work with you day in and day out. And for everyone else that's listening to this, I hope to see you inside of Titanium University very soon.